Welcome back to Tax Acts, guys. So most people they think they're doing okay financially because they're able to pay their monthly bills and they somehow just make it through the month. However, a lot of people they don't realize they're financially cooked until it's way too late. And so today we're going to go over some of the biggest money mistakes people can make, from annoying little setbacks all the way to huge financial disasters that will ruin your life. So we're going to rank them from D tier all the way up to S tier. So the rankings are like this: D tier, it's not a huge deal if you have your fundamentals handled. C tier, it's going to slow you down for sure. B tier, it will hurt your finances over time. A tier, it's going to be a difficult hole to dig yourself out of. And S tier, you're financially cooked at this point, and there's a small chance you make it out. Keep in mind, guys, these ratings, they're not just the financial position that some of these mistakes are going to put you in, but they're also the mindset that these mistakes will put you in as well. Starting off with Bitcoin, I'm going to put it in D tier. I know some people are going to disagree why this one's even on here, and it's going to be controversial, especially since 31% of my portfolio is in Bitcoin. But Bitcoin is volatile, it's risky, and honestly, it can swing 20 to 30% in a matter of a few weeks. But simply owning Bitcoin doesn't make you bad with your money. I feel like you just need to have your fundamentals squared away before you get into Bitcoin. You need to have an emergency fund, you need to have no credit card or high interest debt, and honestly, you need to have other solid investments before you plan on getting into Bitcoin. So is Bitcoin horrible? No, but I just feel like you need a lot of other things squared away before you should get into it. That's my take. Next up is financing or leasing a vehicle. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in B tier. So cars are one of the fastest depreciating assets that most people will eventually buy in their lifetimes. The problem isn't necessarily financing the vehicle. I just feel like it's financing too much vehicle or getting a vehicle that's above your means. People making $50,000 a year nowadays, they're driving around in $70,000 trucks and luxury SUVs, and then they wonder why they can't save money. So, a reasonable car payment may be okay depending on your circumstances. However, at the end of the day, I think if you want to go ahead and just invest the difference in a small car payment, that's the best. Oh man, do I hate this one with a passion. So buying courses from influencers. I hate this so much, man. I'm going to put this in S tier. So every year, thousands of people are spending thousands of dollars on courses promising passive income, drop shipping, crypto riches, and a lot of these people that spend the money on these courses, their money's in a hole. It's gone. It's never coming back. And the harsh reality is that a lot of these influencers, they make way much more money selling these courses than they ever have actually made doing they're selling. And I hate this so much. I feel like this is like a scam that's going on these days, and I really want to put this in S tier for this reason. So here's another one I really despise: gambling. I'm going to put it in S tier. So, gambling, guys, I don't know why people still do this, whether it's in person, whether it's online. You're going to lose crazy amounts of money. You know, there's a reason the house always has an edge. For example, when you go to Las Vegas, all of these casinos, where do you think they made their money? I know a lot of it's money laundering and all this other stuff that's going on, but every single time someone goes in to gamble thinking they're going to win, come back. They might win once, but they usually lose everything. And it's the mindset. It's a horrible mindset. Okay, here's another one: buying crypto coins that's not Bitcoin. So that's these altcoins, that's Dogecoin when Elon Musk was blowing it up. I really think this really depends, right? It's kind of like gambling in my opinion, but at the same time, I feel like if you have your ducks in a row, you have everything else squared away, you're investing in the SP 500, you're investing in index funds, and you have high interest credit card debt paid off, you don't have, student loans, you have very little or no auto loans, then I think this is not a bad thing to do, Then I feel like there is upside, but overall, buying any type of crypto, even if it's Ethereum or Solana or some of these other new coins that are coming out, not a big fan of, and I'm going to go ahead and put this in C tier. Really not a fan of this, to be honest with you. So this one, guys, I've had a lot of trouble myself as well, going out, clubbing and partying and wasting thousands, thousands of dollars. I think honestly, one night out of doing this, between just the money spent, the time spent, and honestly, even your health the next day, I don't think this is worth it. And looking back, I didn't get anything out of all the clubbing I did in my life. And I'm not sure. I think this is horrible. So we're going to put it in A tier. S tier, IRS tax debt. Don't mess with Uncle Sam. So this one, if you get this early on, whether it's your 20s or your 30s, and honestly, you don't take care of it, you just ignore it. Working in the tax resolution, I've seen people get screwed big time by the IRS. Why? Because they just don't address their mistakes. So you want to catch these early on. If you get letters in the mail, you want to get them addressed, guys. So this is definitely S tier. So wasting time in side hustles, I'm gonna put this in C tier. A lot of people they get caught off guard chasing these side hustles, chasing one, then chasing another. They never commit long enough to make it even work. And I feel like this is a big waste of time. You can get away with it, but it's not the best allocation of your time or your resources. So credit card debt, that's going to go into A tier. And I really feel like this can go ahead and screw you up if you don't get the hang of this. So when we're at 18, you can apply. I remember my first credit card, it was a Discover It card. It had a $500 limit. And after a year, they increased it to 1,000 and then 2,000 the following year. Now I have credit cards that are anywhere between ten to $20,000, but I do manage them very well, and I try to get all of them paid off at the end of the month. The biggest issue with this is if you can't handle your credit card debt, guys, the banks and these credit card companies, they're going to keep loaning you more money. They'll keep increasing your credit card limits. And if you never get the hang of it, this is going to screw you over and it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And some of these credit cards, they're very high interest, 32% APR, 34% APR. It gets very crazy down the road. So definitely A tier. Waiting to invest in the S&P 500. So I would say this one is definitely B tier. So you can get away with this, but it's going to hurt you down the road financially, long term, right? So the best time to get into the market is now. Don't do the whole thing. I'm trying to time the market. I'm trying to wait for the market to crash. I'm trying to wait on this specific company stock to go up. No, just dollar cost average into the S&P 500, over the course of your life, even if you can just start with $50 a month. Something is better than nothing, guys. At the end of the day, you want to be compounding your money. Otherwise, you're going to get cooked from inflation. Okay. Inflation is going to happen anyways, so might as well have it help you out as well. So lifestyle creep, I'm gonna go ahead and put this in A tier because once you have this mindset, it's not gonna be easy to get out. You get a raise, you're gonna upgrade your car. You get another raise, now you upgrade your apartment. You start making more money, now you're buying designer clothing. You're always competing with the Jones, even if you're not married and have a family. You don't want to be in this mindset, guys. This is a horrible mindset to be in, and it's not so much the financial situation it's going to put you in, it's more that mindset you get from this from lifestyle creep, it's just going to keep on increasing and increasing, and you don't want something to happen in the economy where you lose your job and now you're screwed. Not exercising. So guys, keep in mind, not exercising, it's going to go into B tier. Your health is your wealth. If your health is not squared away, you're going to suffer down the road. This is horrible, and you'll get away with it in your 20s, maybe your 30s, but it will screw you over at the end. So take care of this, guys. So these are my rankings, guys, and let me know in the comments which financial mistakes I may have put too high or too low. And if you enjoyed the video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe for more personal finance and tax information, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.